are from class KBA1111D Group 5. Here is my group member.
My name is Nur Christina Amani Pentino Rizal, and my metric number is 20244029116.
My name is Faizata Hani binti Razali, and my metric number is 20244296664.
My name is Nur Aina Akira binti Rosidi. My metric number is 20244119978.
Compound interest is calculated on principal amount that grows over time because the interest is added to it periodically. At each interval, the interest is determined based on current principal, which include both old principal and interest that previously earned. This new total then serves as the principal for the next calculation of the interest. The total amount accumulated in the end of the period is called as the compound amount. To calculate the compound amount is by the formula S equal to P times by 1 plus I squares N. The difference between the original and compound amount is the compound interest. So compound interest equal to compound amount minus original principal. The term in compound interest. Original principal, known as P, is the amount of loan or deposit. Frequency of conversion, M, is the number of time interest is calculated in a year. Interest period is the length of time in which interest is calculated. Annual nominal rate, known as K, is the rate for a year. Periodic interest rate, I, is the interest rate for each interest period. The equation for I is I equal to K divided by M. The total number of interest periods, known as N, is the number of the times interest is calculated during the investment period. N is equal to M times T.
Question 1. Compound interest investment growth decision. There are two options, which are option A and option B. Option A. Invest 10,000 in a savings account with an annual interest rate of 5% compounded annually for 5 years. Option B. Invest 10,000 in a different account offering 4.8% interest compounded monthly for the same duration. The task given, we have to calculate the total amount accumulated in each investment option after 5 years, compare the results, and explain which option is better and why, and discuss other factors besides interest rate that investors might consider when choosing between this option. Option A. The original principal P is equal to 10,000. Annual interest rate K is equal to 5% or 0.05. Interest period I is equal to 12 months. And frequency of conversion M is equal to 1. Interest rate per interest period, we have to use the formula I is equal to K divided by M is equal to 0.05 divided by 1 equal to 0.05. The number of interest periods in the investment period, we need to use the formula N is equal to MT is equal to 1 times 5 is equal to 5. To get the compound amount at the end of 5 years, we need to use the formula S is equal to P times 1 plus I square N is equal to 10,000 times 1 plus 0.05 divided by 1 square 5. And the answer is 12,762 ringgit 82 cents.
Option B. Original principal P is equal to 10,000. Annual interest rate is 4.8% equal to 0.048. Interest period is equal to 1 month. Frequency of the conversion M is equal to 12. Interest rate per interest period is equal to I equal K divided by M. So 0.048 is divided by 12. Number of interest period in the investment period is equal to N equal to M times by T. So 12 times by 5 is equal 60. So to get the compound amount at the end of 5 years, we need to use the equation S is equal to P times by 1 plus I square N. 10,000 times 1 plus 0.048 divided by 12 square 60. So the compound amount is 12,706 ringgit 41 cents.
For task 2, option A is better because the total compound amount is higher compared to the total compound amount option B. For task 3, other factors besides interest rate, fees and charge, there might some hidden charges that could reduce the final return. and purpose of investment. In case of the investors need to withdraw money early, compounding monthly can be more beneficial.
Based on our knowledge, there are two importance of starting early in retirement planning. The first one is it can reduce financial stress. It is because by planning a little bit early can allows us to manage risk better and can also avoid last minute scrambling to save. Secondly, we will also have better preparation for uncertainty risk in the future. For example, by starting early can give us a financial cushion to weather unexpected events like inflation, medical expenses, or market downturns. Apart from that, we also need to discuss about the role of compounding. Compounding is the process where your money earns interest and that interest itself earns additional interest over time. Basically, your investment grow rapidly as returns are reinvested. Lastly, why the role of compounding is so important is because it can time magnifies growth. In other words, the longer your money compounds, the greater the returns you will get. Lastly, it can make less dependency on high returns. It means by starting early allows your money to grow without relying on risky investment for quick gains.
Question 2 is ordinary annuity segment retirement planning. The client wants to save 500 every month for the next 25 years in a retirement account offering an annual interest rate of 6% compound monthly. So R equal to 500, I equal to 0.005 and 5%, N equal to 12, open bracket 25 close bracket equal to 300, M equal to 12. Formula future value is S equal to R open bracket in bracket 1 plus I power of N minus 1 over I close bracket. Put the amount in the formula, then use calculator to calculate the answer. The final answer is 346,469.98 cents. That's the answer for future value. Then we want to find interest earned. The formula of interest earned is I equal to S minus NR. Put the amount in the formula, then use a calculator and we get amount of interest earned. Amount of interest earned is 196,496.98 cents.